Welcome to Football Roundup with your host, Randy Silver. Today we have Champions League Matchday 2 review. Got my Inter jersey on. I used to play on the club team that was Inter, so I'll be wearing new jerseys. If you're new here, welcome to Football Roundup. If you are a returning viewer, we love to have you back. You can see I got a new background. I just moved, so we'll get some cool memorabilia up here in a moment. But today, what we worry about is Champions League. You probably already know the scores, but we'll go over the scores, go over the new standings in each group, and dive into the key storylines from the biggest games for you. Let's dive into it. Here are your scores. Sociedad beat Salzburg 2-0. Union Berlin lost to Braga, heartbreaking fashion, 2-3. This was the second game in a row they lost basically at the death. Bayern Munich come back to beat Copenhagen 2-1. Inter, let go, beat Benfica 1-0. Shocking upset, probably the first day on Tuesday. Lens beat Arsenal 2-1. Number 2 in France last year, beat number 2 in EPL. Man U lose the Galatasaray 2-3. Big upset as well. However, they got a red card. They did not play well. They have not been playing well, so not as surprising, but massive win for Galatasaray. Real Madrid beat Napoli 3-2. Jude Bellingham, hey Jude, comes to the rescue again. PSV Eindhoven, Sevilla tied 2-2. That was a very entertaining game. In the other games, Atletico Madrid come back and beat Feyenoord 3-2. Shakhtar Donetsk come back to beat Royal Antwerp 3-2. A lot of 3-2 scores you see from today. Borussia Dortmund, AC Milan tie 0-0. Celtic lose Lazio 1-2. Heartbreaking fashion for them. They had the goal that they thought won it. Got called off by VAR. Lazio, last second death by Pedro, formerly of Chelsea, comes in and gets the game winner. FC Porto lose to Barcelona 0-1. Big injury in that game we'll dive into. Cervina Zvezda tie Young Boys 2-2. Newcastle destroy. Let me say it one more time. Destroyed PSG 4-1. It was not a close game. PSG go into Newcastle and put up a not a good, I'm not going to use the word terrible, but it was not a good performance. We'll dive into that. And City come back from being down 1-0. RB Leipzig win 3-1. Last year in Champions League, they went down to RB Leipzig 2. Came back and won. Do it again. So let's go over the tables. Munich have 2 wins. They got 6 points. Galatasaray with that massive win over Man U sit in second place. Copenhagen in third with 1 point. I used to live there, so let's go. They're my heart. And Man U, 0 points. Shocking. I mean, their EPL form's not good. Here's not good. They need to turn this around. They're going to play Copenhagen home and away the next 2 games, so they could get this up to 6 points to get back in. But if they don't get a full 6 points, having to go back and play in Turkey, Galatasaray is going to be brutal. And then ending with Munich is not going to be fun. They may have already clinched, so they may rest players, but still that's going to be brutal. Group B, French runners-up last year. French team Lens is in first place with 4. They beat Arsenal, who's got 3 points. No points from Matchday 2. Sevilla with 2. PS Eindhoven with 1. This group could go any way. Very relatively evenly matched teams. Kind of shaking out as you thought, but you would expect Arsenal to be at the top of this group. Real Madrid, 6 points from 2 games. They got 3 points in each game. Top of the group, Napoli and Braga tied with 3 points, 1 win each. And Union Berlin, 2 heartbreaking losses, have 0 points. This is shaking out as you would expect. Real Madrid should clinch with 4 or 5 games. They now will go in, swing, and they're playing Braga next. They should beat Braga back-to-back, get 12 points, and clinch with 2 games to go. Group D, Real Sociedad and Inter Milan both have 4 points. Salzburg and Benfica both have, Salzburg has 3 points. Benfica has 0 points. Very close, 1, 2, and 3. It could go any way. You would think Inter at this point would be at the top, but no. Because of goal differential, they're in second. Atletico Madrid, a win. Lazio, a win. Feyenoord with a win. Celtic, no wins, no draws. Atletico Madrid, Lazio both have a draw. That's why they got 4 points. Feyenoord with only 1 win got the 3. This group is breaking out to be as it is. It looks competitive. Celtic at the death. Tough loss, and now they have to play Atletico Madrid back-to-back. Good luck. Group F, group of death. If you had your money on Newcastle leading this group, raise your hand. Nah, nobody did. I mean, if you did, you're probably from Newcastle. But right now, 2 games in, they are top of the group. PSG in second with 3 points. Milan third place with 2 points, and Borussia Dortmund with 1 point. Newcastle, Dortmund play each other back-to-back, while Milan, PSG play each other back-to-back. This group could still go anybody's way. Group of death. You lose 2, you go down. You win 2, you go up. So it's going to be a dogfight. But Newcastle are sitting in the ninth position so far. Group G, as you'd expect, Manchester City with 6 points. Leipzig with 3. Young Boys and Savesa both with 1 each. City go and play Young Boys back-to-back, just like with the other group with Bayern Munich. They could probably get 12 points. Like with Real Madrid, they could probably get 12 points out of 12 points. Expect them to clinch easy and coast. They, of course, have lost the 2 previous games, one in the EPL, one in Carabao Cup. So this was good for them to come back, get this win, get that momentum back on their season. Treble is still alive. Quad is gone. Finally, Barca with 6 points. They're looking good. FC Porto, Shakhtar Donetsk both with 3 points. Royal Antwerp with 0. And Barca now play Donetsk back-to-back. They, again, could get 12 points and be sitting clear and clinch and focus on La Liga for a bit. But this is shaking out as you would expect. So these are your standings. As a friendly reminder, top 2 move forward to Champions League, round of 16. And then for third place, you go down into Europa League. Now let's dive into some of these games for you, high level. We can't show you highlights, unfortunately, because of copyright, but we can show you what the games were like by the stats. We have here Braga Union Berlin. Why is it the first game? Because look at that. Braga wins in the 94th minute. Whew. Berlin went up 2-0. Braga fought their way back, got its second goal early in the second half to make it 2-2 and got that game winner. Union Berlin, first time in Champions League competition, and so close. In round 1, they had the same issues. They are playing their hearts out, but just not being able to finish out the game and get the points, which is brutal, which is why they're sitting down here with no points. And if you're an American fan, you can see Brendan Aronson came in, did not do a lot. Would hope he gets more experience there. Copenhagen was on absolute alert, had a 1-0 lead going into the 67th minute against Munich. Munich got a goal from Musiala. Tell came in, super sub, got a goal, 2-1, and Munich see out the win. They were shaking. You could tell the relief on their face after this win. Going into Copenhagen, their Parken Stadium, it's a fun stadium. It's loud. It's very intimate. It's a tough stadium to play in. Also playing up in Denmark, it's a bit colder than other places you may play in Europe. So teams usually have a tough time there. When I was living there, we got to see Galatasaray, Real Madrid, and Chelsea Juventus all come in and play. And Copenhagen played all of them really close. Lost 1-0 to Real Madrid, beat Galatasaray 1-0, and tied Juve 1-1. So they play well at home in these types of competitions. You may not expect that, but they usually do when they have a decent team. Lens with the biggest upset probably of the day by beating Arsenal 2-1. You can see here Arsenal went up 1-0. Lens tied it up 1-1. Second half, 69th minute. Lens takes the lead 2-1 and win. Arsenal, look who they got playing. They're missing some key players here. They have some injuries on the defensive back line. They're putting Ray in on goal over Ramsey. So is that working? It's not working. But your front line is Saka, Jesus. You got Trossard. That's usually who's playing. Havertz did not have his best game, so very surprising. Coming off the bench, not the strongest bench, but you would expect Arsenal to win. This game was in France. Coming back home, you would get the odds on them to still win. Who lost at home was Manchester United to Galatasaray. Galatasaray won 3-2. Haaland got a brace for Man U. Great to see for fans, but other than that, who's scoring? Rashford's not scoring like he did last season. Fernandes chips in the goal here and there. Casemiro got his third red card in the Man U jersey. Got a red card in this game. Basically, it was a terrible pass by Nana out to the defenders. Galatasaray stole it. Casemiro had to make a last-ditch effort to save a one-on-one with the goalie. Got his second yellow card, and because of that, got a red card. So he'll be missing next game as well. Shout out to Galatasaray. Zaha goes back into Manchester United in Champions League and scores a goal. Icardi got the game-winning PK right there when Casemiro got the red. So big win for Galatasaray to come in and get this victory. Tough for Man U. A lot of turmoil over the team. You have Anthony with his issues. You have the issues with Sancho. So we'll see if they can get their season back on track because it's going down quick. Real Madrid beat Napoli 3-2. Game-winning goals and own goal. Bellingham got a goal. Vinicius got a goal. You can see here that Osman did not get a goal. He actually only performed at a 5.9 level. Not what you expect of someone who's supposed to be one of the top strikers in the world, playing in the top competition. What can you do against the best? And he just did not perform in this game here. He also has a lot of issues going on that maybe are distracting him. You'd hope not. And here are your ratings overall. Decent win for Real, as you expect. This game we're just showing because it was fun. PSV come back and tie the game in the 95th minute to make it 2-2. Sevilla was up 1-0 in the second half after 68th minute goal. De Jong got a penalty score, making it 1-1. Right after that, like instantly, Sevilla scored to make it 2-1. And then PSV under Tez scores 95th minute. This was a fun game to watch. Go watch the highlights. It was entertaining, a lot of up and down pace. If you're a USA fan, PSV has Sergio Dest playing, which is great for us. You have coming off the bench Ricardo Pepi, so getting European minutes there. And Tillman is also on the U.S. team. Get some playing time, Mott. This will help him get regular minutes on the U.S. national team. Another fun game. First early slot on Wednesday. Atletico Madrid beat Feyenoord 3-2. Morata with a brace. Griezmann had a bicycle kick goal. It was sick. That tied the game at 2-2 going into halftime. Really took the air out of Feyenoord because they played a pretty decent first half. And then Morata got a goal quickly after the break in the 47th minute. And that was it for Feyenoord. Atletico Madrid sat back, played their game, and were able to see out the victory. Big win for them. They are looking good in this season. Another fun game just to show you. Shakhtar Donetsk was down 2-0 at halftime. Come back and get 3 unanswered goals. 1, 2, 3 unanswered goals out of halftime to win this game. Now they go on and they have to play Barca back-to-back, so we'll see how they do. But this was a big win to help them stay in European contention, either for Champions League or be third place for Europa League. Lazio at the death win this game. As we talked about earlier, Celtic had a goal disallowed in the 90-plus minute. VAR ruled it out. Lazio come in and get the winner. Massive, massive win for Lazio to come in and get this victory in Celtic Park. It was loud. It was popping. Celtic are now in this group with 0 points, which sucks, but it feels like they should have a bit more. Porto lose to Barca 1-0. Big news is Robert Lewandowski came out. He got tackled. Looked like he rolled his ankle a bit. He was able to walk off in his own power, which was good. His sub, Torres, came in, got a goal right before halftime, and Barca saw this game out. They are a good team. They play solid defense. Last year they had 20-plus clean sheets through all competitions. So when they get a goal, they're going to sit, they're going to keep it, and they're going to get that W. This game was fun because you look right here again. 1-1 going into early into the second half. Young boys go up 2-1, and then Zaveda got a game-tying goal in the 8th minute to make it 2-2. This was big in this group because City's going to win this group. We all know that. Now the question is who's going to come in second in this group. One big point is massive. Keeps you in that spot for Europa League or Champions League. Final 2 games. City come through. Foden had a nice goal. Alvarez had a sick goal. Go look it up. Outside the box. Curling shot. Goalie had no chance. Doku on the counterattack when RB Leipzig was putting all their players forward to try to get a game-tying goal. He gets his breakaway goal. He looks great in a City jersey. Big pickup. Gives them depth as they have some injuries as well. So this was a big win for City. Toughest game in this group, and they came out. And the game of the day, nobody expected this. I mean, maybe you did if you're from Newcastle. You probably didn't, honestly. 4-1 victory for Newcastle over PSG. Newcastle got the first goal, got the second goal, got the third goal. You thought maybe PSG could take a chance back when they got it 3-1, but no. And that fourth goal was the best of the lot. Unbelievable curler outside the box while he was slipping. Damarin is a massive goal. He's like 6'5", 6'6", and he had no chance. Got this W for Newcastle. Big win at home at St. James Park. First time in Europe in 20-plus years, and they showed out. Can they do this in EPL? Can they keep doing this in Champions League? We'll find out. But this was a special night in Newcastle that nobody will ever forget. So that is how you get to where we're at today with the scores, with the standings. and that makes your Champions League Match Day 2 review. So come back here. We'll have 3, 4, 5, 6 in Champions League throughout. We also do Europa League. We do Europa Conference League. We do Match Day Roundup on the weekends for domestic competitions. Weekday domestic competitions are all throughout Europe, Saudi Arabia, and America. So please stay here. Subscribe to Randy Silver TV, where we host Futbol Round-Up. We also have MMA Roundup. We have Gridiron Roundup, and we have Hoops Roundup. NBA is coming back really soon. So we got all your sports, and we have more videos in plus. So go ahead and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Comment your thoughts on Champions League Match Day 2, and we'll see you for Match Day 3. But of course, tomorrow we'll see you for Europa League. Bye, y'all.